Hello all, Zyceros here, just bringing you another invention of mine. This here is the random rotation turret. Um, what it does is it'll spin in either of the two directions at a random speed um, for a random amount of time, and then at that point, once the timer runs out, it will change the amount of time and the amount of speed. As you can see at the moment, it can go very slow. It's any value, the speed is any value between 2 and -2. The actual time is any time between 1 and 10 seconds. 10's less frequent than any of the others. But I have no problem with that really, so I'll leave it. Now, what it'll do is, besides this random spinning, it will stop moving when it spots a part, which can happen. I have, however, had it on for a little bit, so it has shot any part out of the arc of this current setup. You can obviously change when it will detect stuff if you want. Anyway, here's the code for it. The biggest part are these two. These are the random number generators. Right, that's how I get the random time, random time, and random speed. This part here is just a timer. This whole section here, I believe. No, this bit here is not a timer. This whole bit here is though. Down here, you'll just notice this bit here just stops it from moving when it spots something. This bit here is just a simple autonomous thing, like, hey, I spotted something, start firing, basically, and charge the capacitors between shots. Nothing too exciting in that section. I'll just go over how this bit here, the random generator, works. So I'm using white noise as the type of the oscillator. This is how random generation is done. And what it just does is the amplitude here and offset is the same as you would expect from a normal oscillator. Like how far, like what it determines the range. So 5 and 5 up here, it's between 0 and 10. Any number between 0 and 10. 0 and 2 here is any number from -2 to 2. They both have this section here. This is storing it, right? And they're both selected based off of the timer. The difference between the timer output and the time it's meant to be going to. So you'll notice, right, it's about to clicks over, swaps times. Right, that's just how it works. That this thing here is outputted up to here to clear the timer, over to here to get a new time value, and down here to get a new speed. That's just how that works. And now I'll just show off the firing. Let's just chuck something in the field of view. Wait for it to turn round to it. Hopefully it doesn't change direction right as it like that. I'll just go over the pros and cons of this. Like, obviously the pro, there's no pattern to this. You can't do that normal trick that that most people will do, where they'll run when it's just looked at you so that you can get through because you have the longest amount of time. The other thing, it can the only real downside though is sometimes it might not go to a particular spot for a long time. However, if your enemy happens to be sitting in that spot, that is pure luck. There's no way to... There's no pattern with how this rotates. You will, in general, have a safer mechanism, safer turret than if it's rotating with a exact pattern, with a pattern that someone can notice and memorize. Other plus sides, well, with this particular design, you could put on some more flux capacitors, make it fire a bit faster, a bit more code, obviously. I've done a video on that before, so you can just check that out. I was going to do it, that's why there's all these flux capacitors sitting on the ground here, but it was just going to take too long, and it's really not important for this particular design. I just wanted to show off my random number generator and rotations. So anyway, hope this helps, particularly this random number generator. I haven't seen anyone using something like that. If you want to mess around with random number generator, I've only used white noise. I have noticed you can't affect the timing it takes. It will always just generate at maximum speed, which is part of the reason I have this here generator, this here time thing. If I could control the time on this one, I would do that instead, but it's not possible at the moment. So anyway, that's it for this video. If you want more information, particularly on how this timer works, message me somewhere, comment here, write on my Imaginarium or something. I have posted the timer code before, but it's all, yeah, this is the first time I've actually used it in something. Anyway, that's it for me, so this is me signing off.